Alright guys, welcome to this episode of Outspoken. Today we are going to review the last two episodes of Fire Island, the pre-ultimate episode and then the season finale. A lot of drama. We knew it was going to be kind of a trash box episode and they proved us right. Let's just get into it. The boys started the weekend. It's their last weekend in Fire Island, so all their boyfriends came. Yeah. It was going to be last weekend. Right. Party. Let's make it happen. Well, Patrick does not have a boyfriend, but he decided it would be a good idea to bring his ex.
Patrick, girl, like really? Like you're on vacation, girl. You're gonna bring a guy to where you're on vacation with your friends that you clearly still have feelings for.
Patrick has been fucking up the bro code all season.
All season. Oh yeah, definitely.
Who would you ever bring your ex to a fucking vacation spot?
Absolutely, that's torture to yourself.
Well, they say they're still friendly, and you could say they had a moment, and they still. Personally, I think it was a little manipulative because he knows Cheyenne has beef with him, and he might be friendly with him and still have feelings for him, but there was sort of a side mission, you know, to stir up the drums on the last weekend.
I think it was a combination of him trying to comfort Cheyenne by doing that, by being shady, and also I think he legitimately probably still had feelings for what's his name, Chris Salvatore.
Right. Chris Salvatore is an actor and musician who was sort of big in the West Hollywood scene. He's done a few things. He was in one of the Eating Out movies. I don't want to take away any of that from him. He was in the Eating Out movies.
The first one, I think.
One or two of them. I don't know. But, you know, and he tried to kind of have a music career going. I don't know if he's doing that anymore. But
emphasis on the word tried.
We sort of know of him from back in the day, many years ago. I don't know him as a person now, so I can't speak to it. But we'll talk more about him as it unfolds.
Wait, is this some insight?
Yeah, I want to hear a story, you guys. Give me a good story about Mr. Chris.
Okay, now I
want you to go. Because I never met this Chris person,
until the episode. Yeah, I didn't know about him until I saw him.
Back in the day, all I really knew about him, we had similar circles. He just rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. He wasn't very professional in a lot of things. He was very messy. I don't know him as a person now. I just remember my personal experience with him was that he was very arrogant and not very responsible. That was kind of an asshole. And very very fake and phony. Like he would put on a persona. I don't know if that's him now. Just warning.
He's an actor.
Well,
girl, well, he sure the fuck had everybody fooled in that house. My experience with Chris Salvatore, I don't know him personally. I knew of him because, I mean, I've been out here in LA for about 10 years now.
And you're also a singer.
Yeah, well, that's not why I know him.
I thought you said you're also a scene girl.
You're also a scene fish.
I'm also a scene girl.
Yeah. Once upon a time.
No, well, I mean, I guess that kind of ties into it. But, okay, so this is what happened. A couple really good friends of mine were having a show at Club 11. Club 11, which is now Flaming South. This is way back in the day, and it was like an amateur night. You get to go up there, do open mic, present your original music and whatnot. And he was one of the artists that was lined up. And I guess there was some A&Rs in the crowd too.
So this was a networking event.
Yes, 100%. When it came time for Chris Salvatore to go on, and he started singing his music, nobody was feeling it. Nobody was feeling it. But that's not the part that I think makes him, you know, an arrogant asshole.
Okay.
What I think makes him an arrogant asshole is this fool had the audacity to stop the music and tell everyone. He's like, I think it's really rude that you're not paying attention to me. Like,
no,
we're up here. Yes, he did, girl. Yes, he did. I remember, I was up there, I was sitting next to Randy, and my other friend Darren was like, oh my God, this is so uncomfortable, you guys. I can't do this. Please, 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 please. Somebody put me out of my misery right now.
And wait.
And let me tell you, but the cherry on top of all of this, girl, was that everybody started exiting the club. And we're like, girl, bye. Fuck you and your trash music, girl. Like, they were like not having it.
And you said A&Rs were there. So
there was some A&Rs there.
Okay.
I mean, that's in the past. Like I said, we don't know him now. That's just our past experience with him many moons ago. We're all different people now.
He could be a changed person.
But
like my grandma used to say, a pasado is pasado. The past is the past.
There you go. There you go. Everyone should have an opportunity to reinvent themselves and learn and grow. So we'll say that. But the reason that Cheyenne didn't really care for him was at an LA party, I guess. He was kind of hitting on Cheyenne's boyfriend, like in front of him, in front of everyone, sloppily. He got his number. It was just kind of a disrespectful thing, I think. And
he was blatantly hitting on his boyfriend in front of him, and Cheyenne felt some type of way. And I don't know about you guys, like I haven't been like the biggest fan of Cheyenne on the show, but I agree with him on that.
Yeah.
That is so rude.
Disgusting.
And I'm sorry, the Chris Salvatore that I've seen out in the scene, that the persona that he's put out there in West Hollywood, I feel like that's the type of person he would definitely do that.
I never want to see this Chris guy again, I guess.
Well, I mean, we'll probably end up seeing him.
Well, someone was sitting on my man and trying to get their number while I was around. Girl, I'll be on 24 hours.
Right.
Girl, getting questioned like, why did you do that? I'm like,
and I think that's what happened. Well, he did that to the boyfriend, was kind of the rumor. He like, why were you talking to him? I saw you in the number. I don't know, but either way, it's disrespectful.
So disrespectful. I'm like, you don't want to have that rap. Like, I just like a guy that can respect another guy's relationship. Like, the gays already feel like have a bad rap. Like, oh, girl, the messy, they'll just step out. So if you can respect that, like, if I tell you I have a man and like, you were trying to talk to me and I'm like, oh girl, I get it now, sis, and you can do it that way. I feel like I respect you more as a person.
Yep. Hell yeah.
Unfortunately, that's not usually the way of West Hollywood. As you can see, the messy gays of WeHo bring their drama onto national TV.
I like how you said the messy gays of WeHo. Like,
oh yeah. I didn't mean us. I mean, I've had my moments.
You know what? This is what sucks though, because when you watch a show, Fire Island, and you see like Chris Salvatore and his messiness, and Patrick and his messiness, and Cheyenne, and all that drama that's going on, everybody gets this perception that everybody who lives in West Hollywood is like that.
Boyfriend stealing, dramatic,
We're
manipulative, you know, selfish.
Exactly. And that whole thing, like with Patrick bringing him in, it was definitely a combination of him being shady towards Cheyenne, being petty, trying to come for him, because he felt some type of way towards Cheyenne because Cheyenne didn't show up to his drag night. He just, Cheyenne comes across as a very selfish, self-indulgent
Well, have you
person.
seen Miss Cherry? I wouldn't have either.
No shade.
Well,
bro, I would expect you to come and support my busted drag. You shady bitch.
No. Well, speaking of supporting Patrick, they actually all supported him again this week. Even Cheyenne was there when he had kind of he went to like an open mic thing for artists, and he sang a little song that was inspired, I'm assuming, by his ex, Chris Salvatore. What did you guys think of his little song?
The song was actually good.
Catchy.
It was decent.
Catchy.
And you have a great voice, Patrick.
Yeah, I'll say he can sing, and it was nice. Songwriter.
I like that side of Patrick. It's like
the artsy side.
The arty side, not this like jealous, manipulative, and just out to get you for what, you know, I just don't understand that side of him.
Yeah.
Well, Cheyenne was saying kind of after the show, Patrick was getting all emotional. You guys kind of buy that? I thought that's when it started getting a little like, girl.
I didn't buy it. Honestly, I didn't buy it. I bought it more when he was just on stage singing. Like, girl, I just feel like as a singer, just go do your art should just speak for itself. You don't need all that extra shit. Personally, like unless you're on stage and your song brings you to tears, then that's a completely different story. But then to go afterwards and be like, oh my God.
Then the cameras are rolling and you just want to express your story and Chris is coming. It was all just very convenient. Here's a song for my ex. Oh, by the way, here is my ex. Oh, by the way, my ex is drama with you. Like, it just was all very convenient.
She thought she was in a telenovela.
Maybe she wants to get a spin-off.
I think Patrick was going hard for the finale.
Right, exactly.
Maybe she wants a spin-off.
West Hollywood gays. I guess that would probably be good drama. They put Cheyenne, Patrick in a house and see what happens.
I'm making an appearance.
Well,
bro, they would never cast us. We're too real, girl.
That is true.
We're not about
Plus,
that.
I'm a downtown gay now. My WeHo car has been revoked. I like downtown.
Girl,
Excuse me.
Please.
She's not a WeHo gay. She's a downtown gay.
Oh.
Shut up.
She's an all-around.
All around girl.
All around girl. I'm like, is that a song from somewhere?
Another little bit of side drama. Jorge was talking to Khasan, telling him how much he misses him and how much he needs him to move to New York because he doesn't have his boyfriend and he doesn't have his best friend. Now that you've seen the whole season play out, what do you think of Khasan and Jorge's relationship?
That was weird because I would never, if I make a decision to move somewhere, I'm not going to say, oh, because you're my best friend, can you please come? Like, what?
I would mention it, but I'm not going to make it an issue. Like, it would be cool if you lived there too, but I'm not going to be like,
whiny.
Come, please. Like, if you, no.
That's me and my best friend Randy have talked about this before. And of course, we're not like, oh my God, best friend, where are you going? Like, it's not like that, but I'm like, I go, girl, what if I move to New York? He's like, you're not going to New York. If you're going to New York, I'm going with you, bitch.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You know, it's more...
But there's like this dynamic between Jorge and Khasan, particularly on Jorge's end that I'm not fully buying it.
Yeah.
He just seems to be very just lovesick and needy as a friend, as a
Right.
boyfriend. He needs attention. I'm not saying that he's not a great person.
He seems like a sweetheart.
Yeah, he seems like he has a huge heart and he, you know, does wear his emotions on his sleeve, but I feel like it would be a little exhausting sometimes
Yeah.
to be with someone. Right, right.
This is the part that threw me off with it though, like kind of going, like you see how Jorge was, you know, he had that phone conversation, the Skype conversation with his boyfriend that was in Venezuela. Sorry, boyfriend that was in Venezuela, and you know he was all in his feelings about it or whatever. So he turned around and had his mistresses, as he liked to call them.
Right.
From my perspective, when I'm that down and brokenhearted, the last thing I want to do is go out and be a whore.
Right.
Like that's
if you're
not
genuinely hurting,
if you're genuinely hurting in your
because of-
heart, yeah. There's been guys that I fucked around with, and then like it just didn't work out, and I'm like, okay, well whatever. I was like, come on, bitches, let's hit the scene. Jeb, get dressed, bitch, we going. Like, you know, it doesn't. I just feel like if he was genuinely feeling some type of way about his boyfriend not being there, he wouldn't have done the things that he did.
Okay, all right, well, that's fair.
I agree with that.
So then they had their big dinner, I think it was their last family dinner, or second to last family dinner. All the boyfriends were there, everybody was making food. And who shows up? Chris Salvatore, Justin's ex, shows up for the party, and instantly you can see kind of a tension in the house. Cheyenne's kind of side-eyeing him, and he's kind of side-eyeing Cheyenne, and it's gonna be a mess.
Right. And mess does ensue.
It does.
It does ensue. Patrick and Cheyenne had gotten to it.
Yes.
But the crazy part about it is that Patrick was like digging at Cheyenne.
He was.
that's
He was
the thing.
poking the
Like,
bear.
He was poking,
That's
yeah.
the thing,
And I was
yeah.
like, dude, like, what are you trying to do? It's none of your business. Like, why are you trying to get in the middle of that? I don't
Well,
know.
you know, as a person who pokes the bear, sometimes you just
Or just
wanna-
poked by bears.
Well, bitch, when the bear bites, don't act surprised, girl.
The bear has been to me a couple of times,
Oh,
Jen.
bro.
But sometimes, because if you want to know something about a person, especially a friend, sometimes that's why you want to get out of it.
Right.
So I think that's what he was trying to do.
I
But it's like,
understand
why
that.
did he care?
Wow.
Because he likes them. He
TV.
likes like their friends.
He was doing it for the
Yeah.
dramatics of the TV. That's all. That's
Well,
all I can
this is
gather.
what I
Either
think-
he's super petty or he was looking for a moment.
Right. I mean, this is what I think about Patrick. Overall, I feel like some of his motivation throughout the season has been genuine. He wants people to bond and have a good time. But there's also been a little bit of like the manipulation and the drama and maybe not handling things the best way throughout the whole show.
Because he's fun. Like,
He
he's
is
a
fun.
good time. It's just this catty side to him that's like a big turnoff. It's like,
Yeah.
girl, just
Right.
be really chill. Like, I love your personality, but it's just, oh, look, I'm going to take a dig at you any chance I get. Like,
Right.
sis,
And it becomes very blatant and very obvious. It's not
Yeah,
a subtle
it's very
thing. And,
disrespectful.
right. Especially when they are all having the last meal sitting around. They all just want to have a good time.
Right, and that's not the time to bring
And
up
Justin
that
just
drama.
kept coming for Cheyenne, and then him and Chris kind of had a back and forth, and it just got really messy. Everyone's yelling at the table.
I'm like, Chris, why are you even here, bro?
But that's
Like,
what Cheyenne
I was
said.
waiting for that moment.
That's what Cheyenne said. I loved it. He goes, "Why the fuck are you here?" Like, yeah, really though, why?
No, but hold on, let me reenact herself. I just came here because I really wanted to hang out and get to know everybody. No, bitch, you came here because you wanted to fuck everybody and stir up some mess.
Oh my
That's
God.
why you were there.
Well,
Calm the fuck down, girl. West Hollywood knows you. West Hollywood knows you.
well, that's. I
You
mean,
just needed to be here and make friends. And it was like, girl, everybody there knows who you are. They know that you're a
She
mess.
doesn't even go here.
She doesn't even go here.
Chris and Patrick go out to talk about it. They talk about their relationship, how they still had feelings, and it was weird. I don't know. And he was just crying,
I
and
never meant to hurt you.
I know it just seemed like you are not acting
just a
right
whore,
now.
man.
This is.
This is not the Oscars.
It was phony. It was phony to me. The whole situation with the two of them was very set up and.
Oh, girl, they were looking for a story. They were looking for a moment.
And they got
was
it.
Missed. No,
Right.
it was a miss for me. I'm like, girl, I could have done with all that. They could have
Right?
that out.
No, I agree. I
Well,
agree.
we said that last episode was good. It showed some good, qualities for all of them, and the bonding and the breaking down of the walls. And this week, the finale, back at it.
So I just don't care about your heartbreak if I see this other side to you. That
Right.
like I'm sorry, I'm over you already as a person just because just leave Cheyenne alone already, girl.
Bitch, preach.
And he liked another guy in the beginning of the show. It's only been like 6 weeks or 5 weeks or whatever.
It's
It's
Uncle Love every 5
And
seconds.
girl, you live at Fire Island. You'll be fine.
Yeah, I think you'll be right.
Exactly.
Totally. So the drama never sort of gets resolved in the night. I guess everyone ends their night, does whatever. It doesn't really show much else that happens after all the fighting. But the next morning, everyone is wondering, where's Jorge? He's come home that night. He's missing, and then he comes all happily skipping into the house, with a big old smile on his face, and reveals that he had a mistress.
A mistress
for the night.
He was being a hoe.
Well,
I thought he was at the gym.
No. He was getting a workout.
That's where he met the mistress.
Right.
He was getting stretched out. He wasn't working out.
We all know he has a boyfriend. But he has said he has mistresses. How do y'all feel about him stepping out?
That's why I'm single. It's because people are full of shit. And it's just hard. When I see things like that, it makes me say, what am I in a rush to be in a relationship for?
It's a good point. No, it's a good point.
It's not even about
if
that.
you want to do that and sleep around and be with guys,
just be single.
Then just
exactly.
be single.
Just be single.
It's
if you
people
want
that are greedy and want their cake and want to eat it too.
Right.
Just because I'm not with you every second of the day, because it's been 2 months where I'm not together, you're gonna go and cheat on me? Oh no, sir.
What is the point of cheating? Like, what do you like?
Well,
I can't get no justifications because I don't think cheating is ever justified.
No.
If somebody is not making you feel right, you walk away from the relationship.
And then
you don't sit there and be like, well, you know, they're making me feel this way, so you know what? I'm gonna go cheat on them.
Right.
Like that's so. What? How old are you?
Well, to be fair, we honestly don't know exactly the details of their relationship.
Sure.
Like it seems maybe
Open?
it's a little open. Maybe they have an open
Probably.
relationship. It seems kind of like that. Maybe they have agreements. I don't know. They've always been a little not forthcoming with all the details of the relationship.
I feel like that would have.
So it's been hard for me to really judge Jorge and Fabio's relationship and the drama because they haven't been
there's
clear.
holes in that story.
Yeah.
He comes home and him and Khasan are outside talking about how he does miss his boyfriend and he's disappointed that he didn't come all summer. And
Bam.
Pops up.
who should come walking up but Fabio. Fabio, the boyfriend. Jorge and Fabio, you know, they talk about things a little bit. It shows them reconnect and they sort of allude to the fact that he's had mistresses and they might sort of have an open thing. Again, they're not very clear about it for the audience, so we can't judge too much. But they seem happy enough in this moment, and everyone's gonna, you know, everyone's boyfriends are here now.
I respected the fact that Jorge was honest with Fabio about it.
Yes.
But I didn't like Fabio's reaction.
It's just a weird.
It almost seemed like he didn't care.
Because we don't know.
Like,
It's so hard
I feel
for
like
me
it would have
to.
been better if they set it up and told us like, hey, just so you know, we are in a open relationship. That way you don't fucking
What the rules
judge me
are.
and feel like I'm doing him wrong when he knows what's up.
Mhm.
So I felt like maybe that's why his reaction was that way. It was like, oh, okay,
Right,
so, you know.
right.
But at the same time, you would hope you would see a little passion and like,
From him.
you know. But the fact is, he admitted that he didn't have anyone.
Yeah.
So I feel like, you know, in
He
that
did say no
situation-
boys for me. I didn't have any boys when he was on vacation. I don't know if that's true. He didn't
I
have
don't
cameras
believe
there,
that. I don't
but
believe that for one damn second.
who knows? Who knows?
Yeah.
So while everybody's kind of enjoying their boyfriends, I think Justin and Brandon and was it Justin's boyfriend? They all go and visit two friends that he has on the island. An old gay married couple that I guess have been together for like 45 years. I think they've even been on the island for most of that time.
Most of that time on the island?
Yeah, so, you know, they went into their relationship a little bit and kind of let the young guys, you know, in on, I guess, maybe the secrets to their love. Yeah, exactly.
The old men. Like, I feel like, give us the story of your relationship. Oh, we've been together for 45 years. Boom, we make relationships look amazing. No, sweetheart.
Oh.
What did you're talking about the older
maybe
men?
they have a good relationship. I didn't get any reason to distrust them.
I
just
felt like
fight.
like I know. I
Oh.
felt like that there was so much like just like the way that we didn't know really what was happening with Jorge and Fabio's relationship. Like even with that elderly couple, like okay, you guys have been together for 45 years, and everybody's like, oh my god, that's so amazing. So there's hope. No, what is it? Like give us some point. Like you know what I mean? Like and then
Give
they
us
made
all
a
the
joke.
tea, yeah.
They made a joke out of it. Like well, you know, lots of drugs and you know, like all of that. It was just a joke to me, girl.
Right. Well,
This is my opinion.
I mean,
my opinion.
you say you want to see a successful relationship, and then you see someone that's been together with someone for 45
True.
years. So, like, I mean, yeah, they didn't give us details, but the show's not about them. You know, it's just like, hey, here's a couple who's been together 45 years,
that alone.
who's been
Right.
up through the downs, and at the end of the day, they're still together, and then they made it work. So I feel like that was honorable.
That alone is a good representation of the gay community. We don't know all the ins and outs of the relationship, but to see that representation when all of these boys are just having hookups and cheating and this, and my boyfriend's talking to him, it was nice to see someone who was a stable couple for 45
And it's
years.
also nice to see like different generations being able to hang out with each other and communicate and kind of like teach each other things, you know?
That I liked. That they kind of like opened up to the younger generation and been like, this is what it was like back in the day. This is how we had to deal with this stuff, which you know, stuff that we don't really have to deal with today as bad as they did.
Totally.
That I appreciated for sure.
So then that night, I guess I think they're kind of just gonna hang out at the house for the most part. Everyone's drinking and partying and you know, it seems to be a chill night. It's like their last Saturday night there, and Patrick decides that he's gonna sort of manipulate the drama again. I know, it's last night. So he starts bringing up the fact that he knows secrets about Cheyenne and what Cheyenne's done this summer.
Why does he keep coming for Cheyenne all the time?
Well, he definitely has beef. I don't know.
They need to cook that shit. Just
he basically he's like, you know, Cheyenne is like, oh, this is what we need to do. He was accusing Cheyenne of being fake and putting up this whole facade because Cheyenne's boyfriend was there. But he's like, but what your boyfriend doesn't know is that you actually cheated on him and hooked up with my friend Alex in the room. Whatever, which honestly, I believe it happened.
I believe it happened too.
But I also kind of feel like, Patrick, you seem like that bitch who instigates shit like that.
To say that.
And the only reason why you felt the need to address that is because you were pissed off at Cheyenne.
Even if Jorge, who has a boyfriend, would have hooked up with his friend, I don't think he would have told the boyfriend there. It all stems back from the fact that he's had issues with Cheyenne from the beginning, and just something else that he could bring up to try to hurt, embarrass. Exactly.
I mean, I love the idea of a cheater being put on blast. Yes. So like everyone deserves to know. At the same time, you don't have ties with this guy. Like, it's not your friend that you're letting know. It's not. It just makes you seem like you're just, again, after this guy, you're jealous of this cat. You want what he wants. Like. Just cut the shit off.
Right, exactly.
It's your last night here.
And he's putting Brandon on blast because I think Brandon's the one who told him about it. And then he calls them all into the room, or calls Brandon to the room. And then Cheyenne comes in, and they all start talking about it, and then it blows up to the house. It's just a complete mess. It's drama.
Brandon had me dying though, because you could just see it on Brandon's face. He was like, "Leave me out of this. I just came to Fire Island for dick. Like, leave me alone."
I would be annoyed too.
Stop. Yeah.
All this fucking couple drama, like, leave me out of it.
Right.
When they all went back into the living area, and then the drama really started escalating, and then Patrick spilled the tea and accused, you know, Cheyenne of cheating on his boyfriend right in front of Cheyenne's boyfriend.
It all started.
Cheyenne's boyfriend. I was not happy with the way Cheyenne's boyfriend reacted to that. That's what
you are not happy about this.
No, because to me it's all fake. It's 100% fake. If I would have been, I honestly think if any of us would have been Cheyenne's boyfriend, and all of a sudden there's an accusation coming that my boyfriend cheated on me, I would have started packing up my shit, and I would have fucking started walking away and waited for my boyfriend to come and talk to me, and I was like, did you cheat on me? Yes or no? You know, give me an answer right now. Give me an answer. Fuck all these queens. I don't care about this shit right now. Like right now, I'm hearing that your friends are saying that you cheated on me.
Yeah.
Well, no one has cheated on you today.
Well, we don't technically know if Cheyenne cheated. His story is that he just went to a room for 6 hours with a really cute guy, and they locked themselves in for 6 hours, and they just went to sleep. I don't think anybody with half a brain believes that story. I definitely think more to the story happened.
Dicks were out.
There were dicks out.
Dicks
were out. Definitely. And maybe in, and then maybe in and out, and in and out again. I don't know. But things definitely happened, and it was just not the time and the place. It's literally like one more day of filming. It's the end of the show.
I just don't like this topic, girl. I hate cheating.
He hates cheating. I think we all can agree on that.
Yeah. I think cheating is absolutely disgusting.
I agree with you.
If you don't want to be with somebody, don't be with them. Don't be with them. Don't fucking build them up. Clearly, yes, I'm speaking from experience. And it's a bunch of bullshit.
And also, relationships are a lot of times about sacrifice. And maybe that sacrifice is you not sticking it in everything that walks. Just because you have that little bit of an urge as a man.
So we all do. Even when I was in a relationship, I would see a guy that I found physically attractive, and I'm like, oh my God, the things I would do to him. But I wouldn't do it.
Right. Oh yeah. I see hot guys all the time.
Yeah, we all see. Like,
it's just you can't help.
We're talk. If you guys see guys that are cute all the time, does it mean you're gonna step out on your man? No.
Exactly.
I'm like, just imagine them.
No. You're in the club, like.
I wasn't so much like annoyed with like with Cheyenne and Patrick per se. I was annoyed at how like the story was like those holes were still there. We don't know what really
There's been a lot of holes in the story. It's interesting. The thing about the show that's kind of interesting is that since it's only filmed on the weekends, over the course of 5 weekends or whatever, there's so much more that goes on in the course of their lives. You don't hear updates of their lives. You don't know all the details. And there seem to be a lot of holes in Kyle and Cheyenne's relationship and Jorge and Fabio's relationship. I don't know. We can only judge it based on what we see, and so that's what we're gonna do.
We'll get the deets on the reunion.
Is there a reunion?
I would like if they start if maybe they did something like hey guys, like let's talk about open relationships, or let's are we all do we all live in, or do we all have monogamous relationships? Right. Show the rest of the world what goes on in our community.
Well, no, I don't want them to do that. That's what we're doing.
Well, good point, Rob. Good point.
I don't want them to do that. That's what I'm trying to do.
Good point.
They can go be hoes and have that.
But for me, it was like an irritation because all that is lingering in the back of my mind. I'm like, you're all whores. Like that's what's lingering in the back of my mind.
Is that what's lingering in the back of your guys' mind?
Oh yeah! I bet you they put it down in the comment section. There's plenty of them that feel that way about it.
There's only 2 whores here. I won't say who they are.
But we're single whores. We're single whores. There's a difference.
That's the difference. That's
definitely.
I'm a taken whore, but I'm a whore with my name.
Princess is like, I don't do these things.
I'm a born-again virgin. With all the drama of the night, I mean, nothing seemed to be super resolved. Everyone just had their drama, and then it kind of was cut to the next day, the very last day. There's a big, what is it, the Pines Festival that they're all going to attend. Khasan choreographed the dancers for Betty Who was performing at Pines Fest.
Who?
Betty?
No shade, okay? Take my gay card away.
No,
who is Betty Who?
No, I know. Yeah, I don't know.
I thought said Betty Boop.
No, I don't know. I guess she's a musician. I don't know her stuff either. I said the same thing, Betty Who? But
who?
I don't know.
I don't know her.
Oh, I think she's from Who Baby.
Who Baby? You know, it's a gig, and he did choreograph the dance, and it was a big party, and that's sort of how the show winded down. Everyone went and celebrated together. They were having a good time. It was carefree, the end of summer. Put our differences aside, whether that was real or not, you know, that's the face everyone put on for the last outing. And Brandon even kissed Chris Salvatore. Did you guys see that? There was a little, they were like kissing. I don't know if it was a pecky or more making out, but they were kissing at the event. So I don't know. That's a little shady because that is Patrick's ex-boyfriend. I don't know if that's going to come up. Is there a reunion? I was going to say, is there a reunion? Does anyone know?
Patrick comes across as the type that would be totally okay with it.
I don't know. He seems to still be in love with him or whatever.
I think that Chris Salvatore is perfect for a little slice like Brandon.
Come on.
No. In the sense that it's a good learning experience for your little ass. Like he's the type of guy that would take Brandon, set it up, like get him all built up, and then all of a sudden
what Brandon was doing.
Right, exactly.
The show was kind of up and down all season. What did you guys think of it overall?
I enjoyed this season. I liked it. I would like to see it come back.
I thought it was okay. I thought it was cute, but I almost wish it was still more like the real world, where it was like 6 strangers and they didn't know each other from different walks, different backgrounds. But we'll see.
That would actually be a good show. 6 or 7 strangers, gay guys strangers that don't have the history and the baggage. That would be a good show.
I would like that.
Overall, I thought there were some good moments. There was some messy moments. It wasn't that long of a season. Was there like 6 episodes, 7 episodes? So it wasn't too much to invest in, but there was some fun. I like the guys. I really enjoyed Justin and Khasan and Brandon, and they all had good things to offer.
I'm gonna miss Brandon's eyebrows because I love Brandon's eyebrows.
They're cute.
And I'm gonna miss Jorge's accent. I'm gonna miss Khasan and him doing nothing.
I know.
Serving body.
Serving body, though.
Yeah.
Khasan, Justin, and Jorge would be the only ones that I could ever see myself hanging out with.
Really?
Yep.
I'll kick you with anyone if you buy me a drink. But I really like Brandon is a really talented photographer.
Yeah.
I love
I can see myself being friends with Brandon.
Me too. I love that he gave everyone a photo book at the end. Because his if you haven't seen it, go check out his stuff. He's
Brandon. I don't need another Brandon.
Okay.
And my name is Brian.
His name is Brian.
It is close. Look at that. Sorry, to that.
At the end of the day, any show that is showing gay people in a mainstream way and giving us an opportunity to tell our stories, even if they're the messier ones, it's a good thing and it's progress for all of us. So I appreciate the show for what it is. I'll watch season 2 if there is one. I'll participate in season 2 if there is one. I think Boys of Outspoken would be great candidates for Fire Island if we get these bodies in check.
Girl, I'm a liability for a show like that, girl.
That means good TV.
I know, which means they probably love me, but I'm that bitch be like, I'd be like,
I know.
You would go off someone
if I heard my boyfriend was cheating on me in the other room, girl, you'd
get arrested on the show. You would
leave me alone.
Yeah. Well, let us know what you guys thought of the whole season of Fire Island. Do you want to see a Fire Island 2?
Did you like it? Did you hate it? Do you just feel indifferent about it? Yeah, who knows? Also, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and leave all of that in the comment section because we want to hear from you. Bye.
Bye, guys. Thank you so much.
Mwah.